How do you interpret Acts chapter 10, verse 35, which is quoted for me here? In every nation, he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him. Now, again, I'm going to pull that up so I can look at the context here real quick. That's Acts chapter 10 and verse 35. And we've got I think we've got something new here that's being presented, something that is never. We need to look at in every nation, he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted in him. Now, first of all, never was reverence to God, fearing him, and working righteousness. You got two things: reverence to God and works of righteousness. That was never grounds of salvation. So let's be careful with this here. In every nation, him that, again, I'm going to use my own paraphrase. In every nation, he that has reverence for God and does works of righteousness is accepted with him. Can that be, first of all, can that go with the earlier question, are there elect out there who are saved? And so, well, even if they haven't heard, in every nation, if they fear God and do works of righteousness, they're accepted with him. That just doesn't fit with the gospel message, does it? Because the gospel message is to go out there and say, it doesn't matter what kind of reverence to God and works of righteousness you have. What it takes is for you to believe. It's by grace through faith, not of works, that you are saved. So we would come into a conflict there if we take Acts 10:35 or to the 35 to say that as long as people have a reverence for God and do works of righteousness, then they're saved. This is not what it says. What it says here is they're accepted, or they're let me check this Greek word here. They are favorable to him, they're received, their welcome might be another translation that we could use. Him that fears God and worketh righteousness is welcome or accepted by him. I think that does not mean saved. Peter is the one speaking here, if I'm not mistaken. Peter is now realizing what Paul had doubtlessly already by this time taught him in the 15 days that they had spent together in Jerusalem, remember, prior to this. And Peter now is recognizing that there is an accuracy, and Peter is saying, hey, guess what? In every nation, those who fear God and work righteousness, now again, that's a little type of Peter talk there, but they are accepted. That is, they can come into him. They're welcome unto him. And it is they're accepted not as saved, but they're accepted for salvation. In every nation, those who reverence God, those who work righteousness, they can come unto him. I think is what that is saying. They're welcome to come unto him. And this is very true. Not that those two things save, or that they are saved. And I think that's the bigger issue with this particular verse. This does not say they are saved with him, but they're accepted with him. You call me and say, hey, I'd like to make an appointment. I say, sure, come in. I'd be happy to sit with you. That doesn't mean I'm going to agree to your proposal. It just means we have an appointment together. And I think that Peter is at the very early stages of recognizing this and communicating this to that Christian audience. So a good word here. And so Peter is doing the preaching here. The question, as Ernie brings up, was this before the mystery of Paul was revealed or not? I think that Peter and Paul may have already had their conversation here, those 15 days in Jerusalem, but I could be wrong on that, so that would be worthy of checking out the timing on that. Thank you again for that good extra insight and question that comes along there.